A time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, what I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like I let him down, cause he know, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Scorecards. Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinski scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of GervontaDavis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scores about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
I know this from experience, so honestly, I think he lost the fight. Tank, you lost that fight. The only reason they gave you the win was because you'd make more money as a champion. There's no way it was a draw. When a top fighter meets his match in the ring, they often get desperate. We saw this when Mike Tyson bit Holyfield's ear, and now we're seeing it with Tank.
Right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he loved me to death. He know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
Terence Crawford has sparked even more controversy with his take on GervontaDavis's fight, criticizing the officiating and questioning the outcome. Appearing on The Big Podcast with Shaq, Crawford didn't hold back. He stated that Davis taking a knee should have been ruled a knockdown. He emphasized that any fighter who voluntarily kneels should be counted, and he questioned why the referee stopped mid-count, suggesting possible favoritism. If you take a knee at any point in a fight, it should be counted as a knockdown. I'm not sure if Davis had grease in his eye or what, but he took a knee, and that should have been called. Beyond the knockdown debate, Crawford made an even bolder claim. He believed Roach deserved the victory outright. He pointed out that Roach was the busier and more aggressive fighter, landing more shots, while Davis was too inactive in key rounds. While Crawford acknowledged Davis's control in the middle rounds,
Too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision.
Malignaggi also didn't hold back, calling GervontaDavis a protected fighter and criticizing the fight as just another manufactured moment in boxing. He claimed that Davis has been carefully guided, avoiding real challenges while being hyped as an unstoppable force. According to Malignaggi, the referee's decision to halt the count exposed clear favoritism, proving that Davis gets special treatment. He went even further, saying that any fan still defending Davis after this is blindly supporting a fighter who hasn't truly earned his status. Malignaggi believes this fight was just another scripted event designed to maintain the illusion of Davis's dominance.
I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, shit, here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with.
Danny Garcia took a more balanced approach, but still pointed out a harsh, full truth. GervontaDavis's struggles were inevitable. He admitted that Tank had a tough night, but blamed it on his lack of real challenges. In Garcia's view, Davis should have been fighting top champions long ago, but his careful matchmaking left him unprepared for real adversity. Now, with the backlash piling up, Garcia believes it's simply the result of years of protection. Fans are frustrated because Davis has avoided true tests like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And when he finally faced real resistance, it exposed the flaws in his career path.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
Orlando Romero echoed a similar sentiment, saying GervontaDavis simply had an off night, just like he did against Isaac Cruz. According to Romero, every fighter has tough nights, but when you're a star like Tank, the criticism is always louder. He pointed out that even the best fighters can have nights where they're not at their best, and that shouldn't necessarily lead to hate. However, with Tank, things are different. People love to criticize him. Romero also mentioned that a friend of Lamont Roach was the one who first told him about the alleged biting incident. However, in his view, the constant pressure and scrutiny are what often kill.
You think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
For years, the word protected has followed GervontaDavis like a dark cloud. Ever since he aligned with Floyd Mayweather, many in the boxing world have questioned whether he was truly being tested or just carefully managed to keep his undefeated record intact. His opponents were often hand-picked, fights were controlled on his terms, and the biggest names in his division were consistently avoided. Now, after this controversial draw with Lamont Roach, the doubts surrounding his career are louder than ever. The myth of Tank's invincibility has taken a serious hit, and for the first time, the world is seeing what happens when he's not in control. In fact, Canelo took this criticism even further, suggesting that Tank's behavior...
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to...
Boxing fans and professionals have long criticized GervontaDavis for avoiding real challenges. While fighters like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez have stepped into dangerous fights, Tank has stayed in his comfort zone. He built his reputation with flashy knockouts, but mostly against opponents who posed little threat. The moment he struggled against Isaac Cruz, the protected label started to stick, and now, with Lamont Roach exposing even more flaws, that reputation is harder to shake than ever. Interview. Roach did something few expected. He
had the white shirt out his eye, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated.
When asked about a rematch, Tank wasn't his usual self. He wasn't demanding to run it back, brushing off Roach as an easy fight or promising to correct the mistake. Instead, he hesitated. That hesitation is exactly why fans and critics are questioning him more than ever. If Tank truly believed he won, why not shut down the doubters with a rematch? If he thought Roach was no match for him, why not erase the controversy in dominant fashion? The fact that Tank didn't immediately embrace the idea of a rematch only...
But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knock?
But the rematch is unavoidable. The backlash, scrutiny, and questions about his legitimacy have made sure of that. If Tank refuses, he confirms every criticism about his career, that he's been protected, that he avoids real risks, and that he was never as good as he claimed. If he accepts, he steps into the ring knowing that Roach has already hurt him once, and this time, the pressure will be higher than ever. Tank's greatest fear isn't just losing, it's becoming a meme, the punchline of a viral moment. And
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
from Roach! And there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs to the body. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with it.
He took a knee.
He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. That's a generous call from him.
Did he not take a knee?
Take the mouthpiece. Come on. That's right there.
Oh, here comes
Aaron Boots Ennis sees the backlash against GervontaDavis as nothing more than hate. He believes people have always been looking for a reason to tear Tank down, and this fight just gave them more fuel. According to Ennis, the criticism isn't really about boxing, it's about personal dislike. With Lamont Roach's corner, adding to the chaos by throwing out lawsuits, making allegations, and even claiming Tank tried to bite his ear. The negativity has only intensified. Every controversy, every accusation, and every questionable moment is now being used to paint Tank as the villain, making it even easier for critics to attack him. Teofimo Lopez has never been shy about calling out GervontaDavis, and after watching Tank struggle against Lamont Roach, he's more convinced than ever that Tank isn't as talented as people think. To Teofimo, the fight exposed Tank's limits. Forget the ear-biting allegations. The real story was how much Tank struggled. He wasn't in control, wasn't dominant, and at times looked lost. If Roach could give him that much trouble, Teofimo believes there's no way Tank survives against Shakur Stevenson. In his eyes, Shakur would pick Tank apart with ease, proving once and for all that he has been overrated. Of course, Tank's camp doesn't see it that way. Coach Kenny Ellis fired back at Teofimo, saying he wouldn't survive a fight with Tank because they've...
Tank caught me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, from all the stuff AB went through, he was respectable. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, you know, Champ, look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen, he in a good space. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was his hand hurt.
Adding to Teofimo Lopez's take, Shakur Stevenson has also joined the conversation. Stevenson has been pushing for a fight with GervontaDavis for a while, and after watching Tank's performance against Lamont Roach, he feels even more confident about what would happen if they met in the ring. To Stevenson, Roach exposed Tank's flaws. He wasn't in control, he wasn't dictating the pace, and he wasn't prepared for what Roach brought. In Stevenson's eyes, Tank overlooked Roach and paid the price. He expected an easy night, but got caught off guard when Roach started landing clean shots.
Being too confident can get you killed. And I also know that about the game as well.
How did you know you had trouble with the law? How'd you find that out?
We ain't here for that.
We ain't here for that. But...
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo? Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo, man?
What stood out most to Shakur Stevenson was how Tank reacted under pressure. He believes Roach's ability to counter and push forward made Tank uncomfortable, something that rarely happens in his fights. When Roach landed his best shots, Stevenson saw...
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrian. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. Man. You already know. AB, Adrian Brown, always bomb.
Do you know which stars are coming yet?
Huh?
Which celebrities are coming to the fight?
Man, this is Miami. You know.
Everybody.
You know, everybody coming. And the off season, if you ain't in the playoffs, everybody go to Miami. You know, you never know who you might see.
Eddie Hearn thinks the backlash against GervontaDavis has gone too far. While he agrees that the 9th round wasn't clean and that Tank should have been given a knockdown count, he doesn't believe it's enough to overturn the result. To Hearn, a warning would have been...
Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo, man?
Joe Rogan didn't hold back when reacting to GervontaDavis's controversial draw against Lamont Roach. While many were debating whether Tank truly deserved the result, Rogan focused on Roach's performance. He admitted he hadn't watched Roach fight before, but was now a big fan, something that felt like an indirect jab at Tank. Instead of praising Davis, Rogan highlighted Roach's skills and expressed hope for a rematch, a statement that only fueled the ongoing debate. For Davis, this wasn't just another opinion. It was yet another high-profile figure questioning his dominance.
After kind of like a very but just in depth, like just point of just posting that, was that just to kind of reflect on how much he's meant to you leading into this fight?
Man, Coach Mike is everything to me. And, I promised myself before I hang the gloves up, I gotta become world champion for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal for sure.